adoption. Because what I've seen over the past 2 years, if you go to the next slide, is a lot of experimentation. And by the way, that's good. Because you need to understand what this GenAI stuff does, what this WD-40 does on your organization. And without your own experience, you'll not be able to appreciate what is. But to pick up on a report that McKinsey most recently released, the link is here in the set, and we're going to send it to you as well. McKinsey strongly recommends to CIOs to do fewer things, but do them better. That is, rein in on that plethora of AI initiatives, select for value, select for simplicity, and select for reuse or lose. Better say reuse. And what they also propose in that paper is a sort of a reference architecture, how to set such a thing up. And that reference architecture has a few components. Time is now too short to go through all of them, but it obviously contains data prep, guardrailing, it contains the element how you interact with an LLM. It contains all the integration, also the front-end elements, the user interaction elements. Now, here's the thing. A bit like with content management systems and with e-commerce, such a stack is complex, number one, and you need to orchestrate it. The business outcome you desire, as an example, what we discussed at the very beginning, that a cost cut in terms of service operation, or that accuracy increase in terms of answer quality, that requires a complex orchestration of every of these elements. There is no shortcut to that. A bit like with e-commerce, there's no shortcut, and a shopping basket is not enough. An SQL database to store some web pages is not enough. And here it's the same thing. A vectorized database with a bit of LLM is not enough. You need the whole stack. And now what we did, we put effectively that reference architecture and overlaid that with our own architecture. And I'm pretty proud on the product team. Thank you, David. Thank you, product team. That pretty much overlays. We've done that for now 2 years before McKinsey came up with that report. So we can confidently say we've been there before they proposed this reference architecture. And I would agree that orchestration of that stack is tough. Now, as we come to nearly the end, I would want to, and then also pick your brain again, Cyrus, talk about what's the better way forward. Because I do truly believe it's not just buy versus build. It's not an antagonism. It's rather a bit of both sides. And what I tried to sketch here is such a GenAI solution at the simplistic level contains a foundational model, what you see to the right, contains that tooling layer that we just briefly touched upon, and then contains those applications. And what I often say to customers, to prospects, when I go and speak on industry panels is, this is not a buy versus build. This is a both elements of it. Why? Because while folks like us know how to orchestrate the core stack, you as a company, you know your business 1,000 times better than we ever will know it. So what about if effectively, say, the corporate innovation, you as a customer, help build the generative AI specific business and use case, while you make use of the core components of a platform. That ensures two things. Number one, it ensures higher return on investments because it's more focused on what your company needs and drives on. And B, it ensures longevity. But maybe